All right. We are live. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. All right. So I haven't done this format in a long time. And by me saying that, I mean going live on the YouTube webcam live thing. Most of the stuff I've been doing has been through StreamYard, which has been working fine, but they put a cap on um, the amount of hours that you can do the free service. And what's up, Frets? Orlo, what's happening, man? So as much as I love StreamYard and I love the features of, putting the stuff up on the screen and all that stuff, I'm going to be using a couple of different things, testing stuff out to see exactly what's working better, what's better for me, what's better for the channel, whatever. Unfortunately, I can't do the group thing in this format, so I would have to go back to StreamYard to do that. That worked very well because YouTube got rid of Google Hangouts several months ago last year. So we're going to be bouncing around a couple different formats, just seeing what works better for me at the time. So. Orlo Myers says, not much. I thought AEW wasn't the best this week. It's you got to remember, this is a very new company. Okay, this is still a very new company. They're just starting their new season, starting the new year. You're going to be seeing more and more new faces throughout the course of this year, and they're still establishing this. They're still establishing themselves. Okay. Now I know it sounds like, oh, J-Bone's just trying to make excuses for them. No, I'm stating facts. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that they're the best thing out there. I'm going to tell you that I am enjoying the product. I'm going to tell you that I am enjoying their stuff a lot more than the WWE product. But the WWE is doing some things that are catching my eye, and I'll be talking about them in the soon to near future. One thing before I get into this episode, I just noticed, let's talk about things catch my eye. Alex Shelley, I just saw him trending on social media and said that he's going to be reforming the Time Splitters a la New Japan in NXT for the Dusty Classic. So I just want to say congrats to him. The Time Splitters was a good tag team. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I saw all their matches, but I saw some of the Wrestle Kingdom stuff that they did, and it was incredible. Him and Kushida really tore it up. And if they're reforming in NXT, that's I'm not going to lie, I'd like to see that. Am I going to not watch AEW? No, I'm going to still watch AEW. They got Bash at the Beach going on next week with some really interesting matchups, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But congrats to Alex Shelley. Does it mean that he's like officially joining? I have no idea. I have not heard nor have I looked up any information on that as far as him signing a contract. Obviously, he's got to sign some kind of one-off deal to at least do that. But maybe he wanted to do that one more time before he retired. Who knows what his future is? But I was just discussing that during the Hard to Kill pay-per-view predictions, talking about you know, who could show up in 2020 or who could show up for that TNA show that's coming up in a few months. That was one of the names mentioned by the people in the chat. So there you have it. AEW had some moments. I caught a recap. Right now, I'm an NXT guy. Also, Wrestle Kingdom was amazing. You know what? I was really planning on watching it, but when I found out it was 2 days and over 10 hours worth of stuff, I'm like, no, that's just too much. If I catch some highlights here and there, I might talk about it on here, but seriously, you're gonna you put everyone from your roster on a 10-hour 2-day event. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. You did not have to do that. That's too much. I heard about who won, who lost, and stuff like that. I might hunt down single matches to watch, but for first time in several years, I'm not going to be reviewing Wrestle Kingdom on here. So that's just I can't sit for an entire day and watch Wrestle Kingdom. I just can't. Time Splitters reunion, yes. Batch at what beach? I live on one in Ontario, Canada, so it might be more like Blizzard Brawl. That's funny, dude. That's funny. We have Blizzard Brawl right here. I live just outside of Milwaukee. That's where Blizzard Brawl is held. How in the hell do I watch this? I don't have cable. Are you talking about AEW? You got to look it up, dude. There's different ways. There's it depends on where you live. Depends on where you live. You just look it up on the website. It'll tell you where to look it up. That's what's bad about not being in Access TV. Okay. J-Bone, why are you crying? I know Rio is what? I know Rio is still the AEW Women's Championship. I wanted Chris Statlander. Yes, I wanted Chris Statlander to be champ as well. Humble Beast, what is up? Jay, you guys podcast so late at night. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I wanted to go earlier, and then we'll just say life happens, and then not going to get into it. But we're live now. We're doing this. Smash that like button. I was about to go to bed. Hey, if you got to watch a replay, you got to watch a replay. It's all good, man. I appreciate you showing up here. Saved by the Bell is getting rebooted. Canceled the show. What? I don't know. Anyways, all right, let's talk some AEW, folks. DDP in a match, take my money, and MJF was funny. Yeah, MJF is always money. We'll get to that. All right. So this is season 2, episode 2. We're talking about here, and they did mention some of the Memphis legends a little bit. They had a guy on commentary. I didn't write it down. I want to say Dave Jones, but I'm not sure if that's right. And then they showed the Rock and Roll Express and several other guys ringside. And they're going to... Oh, Lanny Poffo was also backstage as part of an interview with Alex Marvez. And they said next week on AEW Dark, they're going to be talking more about they're going to have a Legends special on AEW Dark. So watch for that next week on Dark. Probably just they had too much stuff to put on TV, so they wanted to save it for the live crowd, but they still recorded it to show the people at home eventually. So that's cool. That's cool. Certainly a good thing to respect the legends, especially, in the South there, wherever they were. I didn't catch where they were. Mississippi, Memphis, wherever they were. Oh, Memphis, Memphis, Tennessee. Is that what it was? Elvis country, I think. Is that why Elvis got a pop? I guess. I don't know. Swag fan, what is up? Saved by I don't know where Saved by the Bell came in from in here. That's just kind of funny. Met Lanny at the Comic-Con in 2017. Solid guy. Yes, seems like a very solid guy. Always trying to hold up the family legacy, if you will. You know. So, all right, we start out here with the tag match. Lots of great tag matches in this episode here. Hangman Adam Page, sober for once. You've been seeing him a little tipsy lately. With Kenny Omega versus the Private Party. I can't do the whole whatever. Get down, boogie, whatever thing. That they do so well. He's being racist. No, I'm just doing a horrible imitation of their stuff. It's just it's an old white guy thing. It's not a racist thing. I love Private Party. Man, they are just entertaining as hell. And as much as you want to knock a team like Hangman Page and Kenny for really not being a team, but they work pretty good together. They weren't bad. You know, they did have some chemistry. They had some hiccups towards the end there, you know, and but they did pull out the win. Page and Omega pull out a win against Private Party. I'm sure there's no ill will there. Then all of a sudden up on the screen, we see Pac attacking Michael Nakazawa. And so Kenny's all upset, runs to the back. Page gets out of the ring, gets about as far as the ramp by the crowd there. And he's like, you got this. You got this. Didn't run with him, didn't go with him to help him by any means. You know, that would have what a friend would have done instead of being the cheerleader, 50 yards away. He started to drink with the fans, and that had to have been a commercial break at the time. So he, I had to watch this on a few different formats. So, yeah, so he's drinking with the fans. He goes to the back. Next, we have Brandy at commentary, part of the Nightmare Collective, on commentary during the AEW Women's Championship match. Kris Statlander going for her first title shot in the company versus Rio. Now, I didn't want to assume anything here as a fan, but I was kind of like, okay, Rio's been with the company for a while. I don't know how long she's supposed to be with the company, because I had originally heard like several months ago that it was supposed to be like a 5-match deal. And then, and that was it, the 5-match deal. But apparently, you're so funny, Jay Bone. Nakazawa impression has more charisma than World Money Entertainment. Elijah, you're too damn funny. I love you, man. I'm not going to say I got more charisma than the Time Splitters, though. Oh, my goodness, no. I can't wait to see those guys next week. Yes, I might actually watch some Time Splitter action on a Dusty Classic, if you will. All right. So, AEW Women's Championship match. Really great match. I'm really liking Kris Statlander. I was really hoping she'd win this one. And it's not against Rio. Rio's a fun champ. She comes across as this little timid girl that's got the world against her. And you're like, well, how the hell is she going? It's kind of like the same kind of aspect as Marco Stunt. Okay. Marco Stunt's got the whole size, disadvantage, people against him, always cutting him down, whatnot. But Rio's a tremendous champ. I mean, she's got 20 years of experience under her belt? It's ridiculous, or something, whatever it is. No, 10 years? She's 20. She's 20 something. She's got over 10 years of experience under her belt because she started wrestling at the age 9 or 10 or something like that. Something like that. It's crazy. But I like her as champ. I mean, she's a good wrestler. She just hasn't been around that much, which might, and it's not like she's got to wrestle every single week. But she was gone for a while, while they were really starting to beef up the women's roster. They got Big Swole, what the hell's her name? Shayna? I forget. It's something like that. And, now they got Chris Statlander. So they're really working on beefing up the women's roster, which is tremendous. Mel, short for Melanie Cruz, who is now part of the Nightmare Collective. They got Awesome Kong. They got lots of women, So, yeah, it's the women's roster is looking stacked. Sheeta, Britt Baker, and a lot of them came out for this segment towards the end. The battle lines are being drawn here, folks. That was a big point of this episode. If you felt like it was maybe too promo heavy or something, maybe something was lacking or something was off, they're telling a story here, folks. Storytelling, okay? People are joining sides. They're making you wonder who's going to come next, who's going to join this group, who's going to be the secret leader of this other group we're going to talk about in a little bit. All these little things are going on in the company with all these question marks, and it's meant to draw in the fan and make them wonder what's next. I mean, this is exciting. This is a very exciting time in wrestling. You never know who's going to show up and do what. And we got another surprise coming up here. Brandy Rhodes, the Nightmare Collective, come down to the ring. They distract Chris Statlander and Rio and actually end up inadvertently helping both win and lose the match. They distracted Chris Statlander. But then they helped Rio. Crazy. There was so much going on. I don't remember who did what, but then Sheeta and Big Swole came in the ring when the Nightmare Collective started attacking the girls. Oh, excuse me. Britt Baker was going to get up. She was sitting at ringside with Sheeta, and then she sat back down. Very interesting. And she's popular. She's a baby face. But she's not acting so baby face in this moment. Like I said, lines in the sand are being drawn. People are picking sides. Big point of this episode. And we're seeing that constantly throughout several segments here. We then see, who else made, I almost forgot. Luther, who was apparently a Japanese deathmatch guy, who was the bald guy in one of those segments like a month ago. The one where Brandy was just talking to the camera and she had the Melanie around her, and then she had the bald guy, and then she kind of covered him up and was like, no, not yet. You're not going to see who this is yet. A lot of people thought it was Gangrel. No, and then people started doing more and more research, found out it was this Luther guy. And apparently he's close with Chris Jericho. He's from Canada, something like that. There's some tie with Jericho or something going on. Swag Fan 100, good storytelling needs patience. Impact does a good job at that. Yeah, see, you get it. Exactly. It's everybody wants their answers 5 seconds ago. No, this is good stuff. This is you got to build to the pay-per-view. You got to build the rivalries. Okay? Instead of, oh, we're not going to put any matches on a card. People are just going to show up. And we're just going to throw matches out there the day of. You can't do that in a brand new company like this. Storytelling, storytelling, storytelling. Okay? And if it's too slow for you, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay? But every fan's different. Everybody appreciates stuff a different way. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Whatever. So they show Zach Myers from Shinedown at ringside. He's waving. So folks at Shinedown are wrestling fans. Very cool. Next, we have Sammy Guevara versus Christopher Daniels. Great match. Huge fan. If you guys follow my channel, you know I am an absolutely huge fan of. I mean, I love Christopher Daniels. Don't get me wrong, but I love Sammy Guevara. Absolutely, he is the future of this company right here. Mr. Fretz, Sammy, do Legend Killer. Dustin, then Daniels. Interesting. But yeah, he beat Dustin last week and beat Daniels this week. He had some help. He got distracted from Pentagon. And, people really getting into Christopher Daniels' heads because he hasn't been on his game lately. He's made some mistakes. He's not. I mean, he made up for it at the end when he did his, what is that, the best moonsault ever? Is that the move? So yeah, great match, but Sammy gets another win here. Then the Dark Order shows up. Who do you think the Exalted One is? And they're going to be doing this for a while before someone shows up. I'm going to guess you're going to have to wait till like the pay-per-view. So we might have to wait a month or so or more before we get an actual face here. This is supposed to be like the actual behind the scenes leader pushing the buttons of the Dark Order. It's not Evil Uno, or what is his name? Evil, I think it's Evil Uno. So they try to recruit Christopher Daniels, and the look on his face is priceless. He's sitting there, he's holding the mask, and he's got this long drawn look. Vince McMahon, it's me, Austin. It was me all along. That is funny. That is really freaking funny. I love it, Mr. Vress. That's great. Too funny. Mr. Vress says, Marty Scurll or Matt Hardy? Well, Matt Hardy's stuck there till March. So I don't know. Unless he gets an early release. Marty Scurll's free agent. He can show up whenever. I mean, he's doing some stuff now with NWA. So, I don't know. Apparently still doing some kind of show this weekend with Ring of Honor. Is that a free one? Something. I heard something about it. The guy who was on the throne in Dungeon of Doom? Dungeon of Doom? Are you talking about that old WCW match? Oh, that was called something else. It's going to be the Cowboy Adam Page behind the Dark Order. That's that cowboy shit. Interesting. I've been said at J-Bone, AEW doing good. Build Dark Order. This can be a better AEW version of the Ministry of Darkness. Interesting comparison there. Okay. All right. Oh, Kevin Sullivan. Oh, he's still doing wrestling stuff. He's still out there. He's been working more with MLW, though, lately, I think. But that whole segment during BTE where Evil Uno comes back in the office and there's tennis racket in the corner and he throws the glasses at him, which look like they're supposed to be Cornette's glasses. You know, they're trolling the fans. Cornette is not going to be the head of the Dark Order. I mean, that'd be interesting, but there's no way in hell they would bring in Cornette. Absolutely no way in hell. For a guy that shits on the company 24/7, there's no way they'd bring him in. I know you're supposed to say never, but I'm saying never to that. Would never happen. But that was funny how they did that. People like, oh my God, it's Cornette. No, trust me, it's not Cornette. You know, and they're making you think. They're throwing terms out there like Exalted One and the distorted voice is wonderful. It's low, of course. It's distorted, making you think it's supposed to be Hardy. I don't know. It's hard to say. Just when you think you know who it is, they're going to change it up and throw some different shit at you. I got a feel they're going to do that for like a month straight before someone shows up. The Kiss Demon, Vampiro. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. It can Gangrel into Dark Order. Okay. I bet Cornette laughed at that. Who knows? Brody Lee. Oh, a Brody Lee running the Dark Order. Interesting. Very interesting. You guys got some great ideas. Kiss Demon. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's just. I would love to see Vampiro. I would love to see Vampiro. But he's a. Well, they do have that thing with AAA. Excuse me. They do have that thing with AAA. So yeah, who knows? Who knows, man? A lot of different options out there. Eric Bischoff. Oh my goodness. One of those evil folk from Lucha Underground. I just shared some Lucha, classic Lucha Underground stuff on the Facebook page of Smash This Podcast. It was 5 years ago this week that Ricochet became champ, or Prince Puma became champ in Lucha Underground. Such a wonderful time. Man, it makes me want to go back and watch some of that. I know there was a bunch of episodes I never reviewed. Like I took a break from it or something, and I wish I didn't. I wish I stuck with it. But there was about 2 months worth of episodes. Maybe I'll go back and I'll review those as a special thing I'll do for a couple months and review one a week. The lost episodes of Lucha Underground or something. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, back to AEW. So yeah, the Dark Order stuff, I love it. Evil Uno's great out there, directing the traffic. There's some big boys underneath those masks. Very interesting. I'd love to know who they got. Maybe some local guys. Who knows? Next, we got the Lucha Bros versus Dustin and Cody Rhodes. Tremendous tag team match. The limb work that they do on Dustin Rhodes throughout this match and really make you feel like, God, he's just done. He's just done, you know? But you got to remember, Dustin's in the best shape of his career. He's sober, I don't know how many years now. I mean, you just look at him. God, he's got 1% body fat on that guy. Looks crazy good in that black and red bodysuit. What are you saying, J-Bone? I'm saying, no, I'm he's in great shape, is what I'm saying. he's sexier than ever, is what I'm saying. So, Cody bringing out Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson directing some traffic here and there. Kind of kept his kind of kept his distance from Dustin Rhodes. I didn't get that. If you go back and watch it, it's Sissy J-Bone. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So, whatever. All right. So, yeah, tremendous tag team match. A lot of fun. God, where's my... I got no mods in here tonight. I gotta make some mods. There we go. Got some mods in here now. All right. Got to control that chat. Oh, where were we? Lucha Bros versus Rhodes Brothers with Arn Anderson. Great tag team. I mean, they really made you feel like the Lucha Bros were going to just take out everyone. There we go. Got some new mods on the channel now. There we go. All right, then MJF comes out. Oh, before I forget, Tony Schiavone comes out, tries to interview the Rhodes Brothers and Arn Anderson about the whole MJF situation. And Arn Anderson kind of cuts him off, and he's like, we're gonna talk about this. We'll get back to you next week. Fans didn't like that. Fans didn't like that too much. They wanted an answer from Cody. Fans love Cody. He's like the savior of AEW. He's like the biggest baby face out there. Now, there's a very interesting opinion. James Lofton, welcome to the chat. Says Arn is going to turn on them. That's interesting. Remember what I said? That he didn't like stay in the corner. He kind of kept his distance from Dustin. Why is that? I might be overthinking this. But he wears glasses too. Maybe he's running the Dark Order. Oh. James says it's obvious. Elijah says, J-Bone, I never told you this, but what if Dark Order manager is the Black Scorpion Tully Blanchard or Killer Cross? It's Ric Flair. No, I'm kidding. No, he wouldn't do that. Tully and Arn will reunite. Oof. Well, I don't think they're wrestling. But if they unite on a heelish front and, manage a few different people, hey, maybe Dustin will turn on Cody. Oh man, there's so much that could happen here, right, guys? All the what ifs. So, crazy. So yeah, they leave the ring. Fans are kind of like, okay, whatever. MJF and Wardlow come out, and out comes. He tries calling out Cody. Cody's in the back, probably taking care of his brother, who's all banged up. Tries calling out Cody a couple times to the count of 10, a couple times, and Cody doesn't show. Calls him a bitch. Says he's scared. DDP shows up, plugs all of his social medias, if you will. Kind of funny. MJF is in the corner on his phone. He actually tweeted while he was in the ring. He was like, God, does this guy ever shut up? It's hilarious. MJF is good beyond his years. Too damn good. It's amazing. So DDP's like, yeah, I got a problem with you. What you did to me a couple weeks ago. And then MJF is like, well, hey, I don't want to fight you, but I know some guys that wouldn't mind, kicking your ass. And out come the Butcher and the Blade. And they all start coming after him. He hands out some diamond cutters. Classic. Christopher Daniels. Hey, yeah. I mean, hey, the options out there are endless. Someone new to the company, someone could turn on someone. You don't know. Can't wait to see, though. Storytelling. It's good shit. Oh, Mr. Fred says Raven. Oh my goodness. Would love to see Raven. He would really fit. He really would. Wow, J-Bone, you're so good. What if Dustin joins MJF and turns on Cody? You never know. You never know. Where are we at here? Okay, so then QT Marshall runs down. Dustin Rhodes hobbles down. He said he was limping or something. And kind of scares off everyone. DDP. is going to be surprising everyone next week. I can't wait to see what happens here. We haven't seen him in the ring in quite a long time. We've seen him hand out some diamond cutters, and I'll run down this stuff for next week in a little bit. We got another tag match here. We got a 3-way tag. This one's a blast, guys. This one was so much fun. We got Jurassic Express with Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt versus the best friends, Trent and Sexy Chucky T. That name just still cracks me up. And Orange Cassidy, who is what's his name? Freshly squeezed? He was really freshly squeezed tonight. Possibly the most action we've seen him do in the company since joining. Now, I might have missed a match here or two, but I really think that, slowly they're going to let him shine more and more. But that's his gimmick. He's like a sloth, and all of a sudden, boom. He you never know when he's gonna, all of a sudden just pull out some moves, and he gets the biggest pop of the night. It's absolutely crazy. That's interesting. James Lofton says MJF doesn't wrestle much. He doesn't, but this is more, this is one of those things. This is more just character building. I mean, honestly, he doesn't have to do much. I can't wait to see Wardlow. Honestly, what did TDP call him? Wardblow? Oh, I can't believe he made it out alive after calling him Wardblow. Oh my God. I'm going to get banned and unadmin if I tell you what I think of Orange Cassidy. Hey, if he's not your cup of tea, he's not your cup of tea. It's all good, man. You're not going to piss me off for saying something like that. Chodlo? Oh, my God. Oh, excuse me. I love you guys. You crack me up. That's too damn funny. So, yeah. They come to the rescue of DDP. Oh, shit. No, I was on the next one already. Orange Cassidy and the best friends. Are they all the best friends? I don't know. Against Jurassic Express. This one's a lot of fun. This one's all over the place. Marco Stunt is from this area, so he got a big pop for the evening as well. But Jurassic Express gets their first big win as a team this year. Jungle Boy getting his first pin, I guess. Him lasting the 10 minutes, I guess, wasn't really counted as a win against Chris Jericho, even though he didn't lose. He's going to count it as a win in his head, obviously, because he got to do that. But, so yeah, starting out 2020 with a win for Jurassic Express. Pretty good. Next, we got the big question everybody wants to know. Is Mox going to join Inner Circle? And he just blows everybody's mind here. Absolutely crazy. Excuse me. J-Bone, you watching Hard to Kill this Sunday? Yes. Absolutely. I'm going to be reviewing the other stuff on here, and I'll probably review the pay-per-view I don't know, later in the week with the guys. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see, because Trent's going to be down there. He's going to be down there live that weekend, or this weekend. So. All right, so Mox joining the inner circle freaks everyone out, trolls everyone for over. I would rewatch the segment. It's for over 5 minutes. Crazy. DDP versus Allie. It's so funny. Isn't Hard to Kill sold out? The Saturday show is sold out. The or no, not Saturday. The Friday, the Bash at the Brewery. I have not heard about the ticket count or situation for Hard to Kill yet. Of the research that. But Mox has everyone convinced. Actually, probably not, but considering he, changed his mind legit like a minute before going off the air and trolled everyone and had the Inner Circle t-shirt on and was spraying bubbly all over the place with the guys and got the keys. He got the keys. He got the car. And then kicked Jericho's ass. How Mox is that? Just amazing. Loved it. But, I mean, everything he said, honestly, about joining the Inner Circle made sense. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? And I'll tell you, the one that didn't look convinced, which is kind of funny, was Jake Hagar. His expression when he's standing in the back, he was just kind of like, when Mox was like, yeah, I'm in. Let's do this. Unzips his jacket, takes his jacket off. He's got the Inner Circle t-shirt on. He's the only one in the back. Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara, they're hugging. They're spraying bubbly all over the place. Jake Hagar's like, and then slowly raises his arms like, hey, let's celebrate. Like expressionless, like really weird. I just figured it out. Jake Hagar is the leader of the Dark Order. Be perfect. It'd be absolutely perfect. I'm kidding. I tell you who I'd love. We were talking about Lucha Underground there for a little bit. Dario Cueto. I would love. I mean, he's an actor. He's not in the wrestling world. I would love to see him get incorporated in the wrestling world somewhere. Man, that would just blow people's minds. It would blow my mind. I love it. He was one of the best parts of Lucha Underground. Paul Nelson just joining in. What is up? Racist fan is in here. What's happening? Luther coming in. Who do you see coming in and facing Dr. Luther? I don't know. Probably Havoc or something. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be more like a minion. I really don't know. I don't know anything about him other than he's a Japanese death guy. So, I mean, he could face Mox. He could face Darby. Darby's still losing a lot. It kind of upsets me. He lost to Cody. He's facing Pac next week. I don't see him winning against Pac. I mean, he did all the losing stuff in Evolve too, which upset me, So it's like, damn, Darby's gonna win here and there. Paul Nelson says, of course you were watching Hard to Kill because you're the biggest Impact fan I know. Love you, Uncle. Good night. Love you, Paul. Much love, dude. Take care. Funny. Dario joining Dark Order. Yeah. versus Nick Gage. Oh, interesting. Yeah, he's the GCW. Isn't he the GCW champ or something? I watched a couple of those specials. So yeah, the last segment with Mox and Jericho was great because I mean he actually started getting booed with the whole "you sold out," and I think people were waiting for someone else to show up and attack the inner circle then. Um, and when that didn't happen, and then Mox is like, and there's like, I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, okay, there's one more minute. They got to do something. This can't end like this. Critical Sting. There's one of my original mods. What's shaking, man? You should have some whiskey and chips. Whiskey and chips? I never heard of that. How about beer and popcorn? Yeah, love that last segment. So much fun. Mox steals the car and gives everyone, except for Jake, oh God, his finisher is slipping my mind. Someone remind me what the hell it is. I'm having a senile moment. But anyways, that's it for this episode. Bash at the Beach is next week. Absolutely cannot wait for it. Paradigm shift. Thank you. So yeah, Bash at the Beach, Miami, Florida next week. I think that's where they said it was going to be. Next week, we got Pac versus Darby Allin. Boom. Take my money. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be awesome. Love Darby Allin. Love Pac. Chris Statlander and Sheeta versus Awesome Kong and the debut of Mel. That's, if you don't know who Mel is, that's Melanie Cruz. She was very big on the indie scene around the Midwest, especially around here. Got to meet her a handful of years ago as part of the Global Force Wrestling show I went to. She had a match with Santana Garrett, which was funny. Now she's with NXT and Mel is with AEW. But what world do we live in? That's just crazy, eh? Mel is money. Correct. Correct, Mr. Fretz. Absolutely. So yeah, great women's tag team action there. Can't wait to see Mel in action with Awesome Kong. Then, oh my God, this has got to be like the headliner, if anything. Because it's Bash at the Beach, if you will. MJF and the Butcher and the Blade with the bunny. I don't really count her in this, but she's going to be there, I guess. Versus QT Marshall, Dustin Rhodes, and DDP. Bang. Crazy. Crazy. What year is this? We're getting a Bash at the Beach and DDP's getting in the ring. Yeah, I don't imagine he's going to be doing a lot, but he's still in good shape. He's 60-something? Let's look that up. Wikipedia. DDP. Danish Design Prize. No, that is not the DDP I'm looking up. People, here we go. Diamond Dallas Page, retired wrestler. Oh, you think he's retired? He is 63, folks. He is knocking on Social Security's door. I'm kidding. Don't take that as an insult. I'm just saying he's getting up there in age. Feels good seeing DDP wrestle again. Yes, same here, Swag fan. Yes, same here. The GFW go out of business? Yeah, they did the whole merger thing with Impact a handful of years ago, and it just didn't go well. Then Jeff, before he went into rehab, basically got kicked out of his own company for his attitude, drinking too much. He embarrassed the company, the stockholders, whatever, all that, And yeah, that was when the company was really at we'll say a bad paradigm shift at that time. So DDP is my dad's age. Holy crap. Yeah, right? Global Force Gold. Oh God, yeah. That never. Jeez. DDP's daughter is beautiful. She's being a wrestler next. Yeah, MJF even was talking about her. She's a model or something. I don't know. So yeah, on your way out here, folks, as we get out of here, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button. Oh my God, my rings are gone. I was took them off around dinner time, cutting up stuff. Anyways, smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content it's your screen. Oh God, yes, we're getting out of here. Bash at the Beach next week. Can't wait. I'm going to catch up on some NWA if I can tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen? We'll be back here real soon though. Getting ready for the Hard to Kill weekend from Impact Wrestling. Quite the loaded number of days with events going on. We'll be covering it all right here on Smash This Podcast. Good night, folks.